Who's connected? Who's connected? Who's glitching? Who's connected? Who's glitching? All right, we here. Get it to 'em.
Good evening, Earthlings from the Gulf Coast. We are here. Thank you all replay viewers. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Sunday evening. It is May 3rd, 2026, 9:44 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10:44 Eastern Standard Time. How are you, sir? How was your week?
Yeah, I can't complain. Still fighting my health issues and everything, but we need to go ahead and get into this shit. Bring your ass. Let's go. Pause.
Okay. Well, the topic that I started out was I was gonna wait till Joe got here, but the New York City Hotel and Casino now in Queens.
Shout out to Nas. Queens represent
Like, wow, that is huge.
$5 billion casino.
I'm blown away because
Five
any,
billion
yeah,
casino. Shout out to Nas.
yeah,
Damn.
shout out to Nas, Queens native.
That's right.
Yeah, I was shocked because like how when Amazon tried to come in New York and politics got involved and everything, I'm like, when Joe mentioned that, hey, it got that they had the opening and everything, I'm like, what? How is this allowed?
They put casinos in New York. There's
But I thought like the stipulations were you got to have like some type of uh the native, because how it rolls under Oklahoma, Nevada, and some parts of California and New Mexico.
we talking about Native Americans.
Yeah, I thought you got to be like a
When
part. You got to
gambling
have
became
like a
legal,
certain percentage.
yeah, gambling became legal a while ago. Everybody's popping them up.
Speaking of Joe,
Everybody's popping them up. JoJo's in the house. Ladies and gentlemen,
JoJo.
the super syllable sportscaster himself. JoJo's in the
Yo,
building. What's
All
good, bro?
right, Joe. Yeah, we're talking about it currently. Since you're the one that brought up the news, how do you feel about having the hotel casino in Queens?
it's wild. It's wild. But I think if they can manage to get security done right, security detail right, um, that's the one thing you always talk about, security detail. Because out here in New York, man, especially in a spot like Queen, the five boroughs. Let's just say that in general.
Facts.
It's gonna be real hectic, man. It's gonna be real hectic. You can't have good things, man. Every time you have good things, there's always gonna be somebody that's doing the absolute most to mess it up. So
True.
I'm hoping, you gotta have top. In the words of Day Day, you gotta have top flight security of the world. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And,
To
and,
really,
and I'm
yeah,
guessing too, because like with everything going on in New York, with all the the big wigs, big companies leaving New York. I guess with Hochul, she's like, do it, casino, that's revenue, bring it in.
yeah. That's one of yeah, that's one of the biggest moves there to get the to
Yeah,
bring
because
bring in money.
correct me if I'm wrong, but like if any big project like that, it needs her approval. She's got to sign off on it.
Yeah, definitely
Okay.
will. Um, to me, it's a good look for New York. You know what I mean? Have something that impactful. People gonna come, spend their money, enjoy themselves. It's just that drawback of people not liking to have nice things. That's the whole thing. Yeah.
All
So,
right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah,
shout
I
out
was.
oh, my fault, my fault. I was just gonna say, shout out to Nas though for getting on that project, man. They
Native
shot down.
Queens.
You know what I mean? Jay Z was trying to get it, and they shot that down. So Nas managed to get on there and get it done. So big ups, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Nas and the Resorts World Corporation,
Yeah,
because like the only Resorts World I knew of is the one in Vegas. Because I was gonna stay, like I was planning to stay there on my next visit to Vegas. But yeah, that's I mean that's good. I mean it's gonna bring in revenue. Jobs are gonna open up, and then on top of that, like it's gonna be hopping for a good bit.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Especially like tourism, other than the locals, but like tourism too.
Yeah,
So,
And
but
let
I
me
know
throw this
being
out
a
while we here. Not to cut you off. For everybody who used to be on Haps, y'all remember Soapy Soap? He passed away 4 days ago. He had a heart attack. Rest in peace to Soap. Shout out to all my house family, even though y'all are disbanded and a bunch of you fuckers left me hanging. Shout out to him. May he rest in peace. He was an outstanding painter.
R.I.P. man.
Outstanding painter. Straight up. God bless, bro. Y'all please continue. I'm going to throw
Yes.
that out there because there's some folks
Condolences.
we
Yeah,
gotta
no problem, man.
acknowledge and all
Pay
this good
respects,
stuff.
yes,
So,
indeed.
yes.
All right. Okay. Now that's out of no. We copy that one. The
Get
second
the
topic.
damn stammering. You've been talking shit all damn week. Get to work. Come on.
Okay, if you let me like walk into it, and
One more and I'm on your ass. Let's go.
um
Good. You
okay, so
Republicans are full of shit. You anti-Democrats are full of shit. A bunch of you MAGA supporters are full of shit. Everybody who had a problem with Biden that ain't talking now, y'all full of shit. Go.
you've been waiting all week to say
He
this.
ain't wasted no time.
You gonna sit here, God,
Well,
hell
I
no.
was gonna ask,
Answer the
like,
question. Answer the question. Motherfucker, answer these.
okay, well, okay. Other than that, we briefly touched about it because JoJo went off. So apparently a week ago, an assailant felt froggy, got close, but no cigar. So apparently the according to the articles involving security, apparently he stayed at the hotel
Yeah.
and was surveying, and then that's how he kind of did what he did. So
I heard
with that being said, and I know like everybody is talking about, oh, that's why I kept preaching for the ballroom, the ballroom. And I said, well, I was like, if you really think about it, it makes sense because what happened 41 years ago? Same thing with Reagan. Reagan actually got shot.
You know what? I didn't realize that was the same location. I know Reagan got shot, but Reagan was going down well, he was walking out the
Oh,
building.
they were leaving. They were leaving.
The Pope was in the vehicle. Reagan was the one walking out of the building. Right.
Yeah. So and then you have it, and then after further analysis, you have it there year after year after year. So yeah, that would be that'd be like a give me.
Yes, and I really don't remember anybody getting shot at that building. I will admit.
Reagan.
Reagan, yeah, and everybody brought up Reagan. I didn't realize that was I thought he was downtown somewhere else.
No.
I was young.
The same building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
remember I watching the news and dude got Jojo, I don't think he was around. You might not have been born yet. When that shit happened live on the news, there was a news report, I think it was with Channel 7, or it might have been just ABC News. He was furious. He was going off. Going off to my how the president gets shot. He was mad. You get a chance to pull this shit up. He was mad. I remember that
yeah.
shit.
So that's when I put like when we're talking about like, man, it's really gotten crazy out of hand. I blame social media and the media overall about this, but
Wow.
hang on, stay with me now. Stay with me now.
Fucking Gen Zers. Go ahead.
Hey man, I'm Gen X. Watch your mouth.
You're a millennial. Keep going.
I'm Gen X, man. Watch your mouth.
You're a millennial.
Anyway, but yeah, but you know, like I went ahead and pulled up those articles because I was like, I went ahead and did my research, and so apparently, former presidents have been targeted. I did not know, but like apparently in 2023, Biden was targeted.
Yeah, I know about that.
For the
I don't
U-Haul.
remember that. I don't remember that story. So go ahead with that. I don't remember
So
that.
that's why like I showed you 3 different articles. USA Today,
Yeah.
and then I showed like another one, like a local NBC article, and then Newsweek. And on Newsweek, it said that so all the other presidents, other than the obvious ones that we do know about in our history, but apparently, Biden was targeted. So apparently, somebody drove a U-Haul drove it into the White House.
Yeah.
And it was going to be like a little car bomb, but that got snuffed out.
So when you say that, we got to realize these attacks against the president are because of the political affiliation. And we have to throw that out there for a lot of people. This has nothing to do with your political affiliation or your person. Somebody's always trying to go after the president, period. All jokes aside.
So yeah, and so that was when I asked that question. I said, man, involving Trump, like this is crazy. This is third attempt. And then that's when we went down the rabbit hole of talking about when was like any other president that had that was actively targeted. And then that's when I made that statement. And you kind of clapped back saying, I don't like I can't believe you just said that. I said, well,
Yeah, because we've talked about this before.
yeah. So then that's when I looked it up, and apparently on Newsweek, so apparently Obama was mentioned and planned, but it never got executed.
So the kicker was the story we talked about before that I put in there. Remember when they had a story on the news? He was on the elevator with the Secret Service, and this motherfucker got on there with a gun in his pocket.
Yeah, which
That was
is
on the news, which I'm like, are you serious?
yeah.
Who gets on the elevator with the president? He got Secret Service. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Now we
apparently, so
got to acknowledge Abraham Lincoln off the rip.
Yeah.
Kennedy,
Kennedy, thank you. It's been there. It's happened.
Martin,
And Kennedy was a Democrat.
Yeah, the only Democrat.
That has
So
happened to?
yeah, because William McKinley in 1901, he was a Republican.
I forgot about McKinley.
Yeah, he was.
I
Yeah,
forgot
he
about
was.
them other attempts. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so he was a Republican, and he was killed in Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me find that article again. Okay, so come on, load up. All right. So blah, 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 where did I find it? Okay, so you had 4 presidents: Abraham Lincoln, James A. Garfield, William McKinley, John F. Kennedy were all assassinated. Kennedy was the only Democrat.
So all 4 were assassinated, not just attempts.
They were all assassinated.
Gotcha. I got you. I heard that part. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you look at the timeline, Andrew Jackson back in January 30th, 1835. Richard Lawrence tried to shoot Jackson outside the Capitol with 2 pistols, but misfired. Jackson struck him with a cane. Lawrence was later ruled insane.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Lincoln. Lincoln was mentioned 5 times. Like, people tried to make attempts until finally John Wilkes Booth got him. Then James A. Garfield, July 2nd, 1881. Charles J. Guteau shot Garfield at a Washington train station. Garfield survived for weeks, but later died from complications. And then William McKinley. This thing would slow down. So William McKinley, September 6th, 1901, anarchist Leon Schlagowitz shot McKinley at the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo. Then you had Theodore Roosevelt, Howard Taft, Herbert Hoover, Harry Truman. They made 2 attempts on Truman twice. And then Kennedy, obviously, because of the Cuban Missile Crisis and all that. Nixon was mentioned twice. Apparently, Arthur Bremer surveyed Nixon and considered an attack, but did not act on it. Later shot Alabama Governor George Wallace. And then Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford was mentioned twice. Jimmy Carter once. Ronald Reagan, and then George Bush Sr. April 13th, 1993, Kuwait authorities said that they foiled a car bomb plot targeting Bush.
I don't remember that. Damn.
U.S. blamed Iraq, though. Intelligence was disputed. And apparently Bill Clinton, January 21st, 1994, Ronald Gene Barber planned to kill Clinton while he jogged and was later arrested. Oh, yeah, that's when he was jogging, and apparently he was kind of tagging. And all of a sudden, he kind of was staying on the outside, on the outer perimeter. And then that's when Secret Service was like, hey, this guy's look weird. And then that's when they approached the guy and they apprehended him.
Yeah, you get too close, man. Damn that. I can't be Secret Service. Hey, yo. Sure.
Yeah. So then, and then here we go, like on Obama. July 15, 2008, a man reportedly threatened to kill Obama. Secret Service intervened and was later convicted for making threats.
Thank you. So they got somebody who did attempt it.
Yeah, but no action was taken. And then August 24th, 2008, three men discussed shooting Obama at a Democratic National Convention, arrested on weapons and drug charges.
See, they had him. That's an attempt.
And then, well, not actively, like not in the process of doing.
Understood.
It's just kind of like, hey, what are you guys doing? You know, that kind of thing. What are you guys doing? Where's your credentials? Kind of that. And then October 22nd, 2008, two men planned a violent spree intended to end with killing Obama. Both were arrested with firearms.
So there's more than one attempt against Obama that you've documented already.
And then December 9th, 2008, after a man's death, bomb materials were found, and spouse was told investigators he planned to target Obama's inauguration. And then May 13, 2011, an Irish suspect was arrested after expressing intent to assassinate Obama ahead of his visit to Ireland.
Yeah.
Somebody was going to kill Obama going to Ireland?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I think, cause see all these other ones, like all the other dates, none of that was like reported. But the only thing I do remember was the one where on May 20th, 2013, a guy mailed a recent laced letter addressed to Obama. Resin. Yeah, that's the only thing I do remember of that. But everything else, I'm like looking, I'm like, that was not mentioned. That was not mentioned.
The elevator one's the biggest one I remember. Anything else? No.
You're not gonna mention those things. Can you imagine the uproar?
Well, they did announce when that guy got on the elevator. I was pissed.
Yeah, I mean, and then here's one. September 19th, 2014, an armed intruder jumped the White House fence and entered the building. Obama was not present.
What year?
I remember that.
2014.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude jumped the fence?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Okay, and then February 25th, 2015, three men were arrested after discussing killing Obama with attacks while attempting to support ISIS.
ISIS.
Yeah.
They changed the name to ISIL.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, but a lot of these guys, like, they got intercepted and shit. And then Joe Biden, May 22nd, 2023, Sal Vershith Kandula rammed a rented truck into a White House barrier.
I do remember that. Yeah. What year was that?
2023. May 22nd, 2023. And then Joe Biden again. Adam Benjamin, June 27th, 2024. Adam Benjamin Hall traveled to Atlanta with a firearm on a debate day and allegedly planned to infiltrate the venue and kill Biden. So after that, it's like Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump's had three that we know of.
Yeah, but
we saw live, and honestly, that last one, they're not even saying that it was directly against him, but that's the immediate assumption. I almost got to take back what I said. The first thing I'm thinking is they're going after the president. He's the highest ranking person in the room. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I'm thinking. Jojo, your picture's staticky. I know that's probably your signal. If you get a chance, look at it, you'll see it, but you're good. Attempts against presidents are not new.
Yeah.
The number of attempts we don't even realize because they're not reported. The one thing you're correct about is because it's Trump, they're throwing it all over the media. That's true. He's media hype. He's been media hype. But what happened to him isn't no different than any other previous president, as you just read it.
So I read. So like I said, I had to look it up. Like I said, I looked at Newsweek, USA Today, and a local station on NBC in I forgot whatever city.
I would have stayed with the national papers more than the local for that information you got, mainly because they'll all get it.
Well, I mean, because but with Newsweek, it's center. USA Today leans left, and then the local one leans further left.
USA Today leans left?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm gonna jump back in. Give me a minute.
Okay, you good?
See, that's what I was like saying. Like when I bring it up, like that's why I look at Epoch Times, Rutgers, Wall Street
Rutgers
Journal,
or Reuters?
Reuters. Yeah,
Reuters. Reuters is out of the country, I believe, aren't they?
no.
They're international. I thought they were international.
Mm-mm. So hang on, let me. I
Yeah,
still have.
Reuters is an international news agency. Let me see where they're based out of, though.
So like I said, like for the ones that are center, that are neutral,
Yes.
BBC News, the Christian Science Monitor, Forbes, Market Watch, News Nation, Newsweek, Reuters, Real Clear Politics, The Hill, and Wall Street Journal. Those are the ones that are center. USA Today leans left.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, so like the Dispatch, Epoch Times, Fox Business, National Review, New York Post, Reason, Wall Street Journal Opinion, the Washington Examiner, the Washington Times, they lean right. Um, ABC News, AP, Axios, Bloomberg, CBS News, CNN, The Guardian, Insiders, NBC News, The New York Times News, NPR, Political, Pro Publica, Time, The Washington Post, USA Today, Yahoo News. They lean left, and then for like the
Yahoo
hard,
doesn't lean. They just report everything.
and then like hardcore left, you got Alternate, The Atlantic, Democracy Now, Daily Beast, Huffington Post, The Intercept, Jacobin, Mother Jones, MSNBC, The New Yorker, The New York Times Opinion, The Nation, Slate, and Vox, and then the ones that lean hard right,
Jesus
the
Christ, Brian.
the hmm?
Brian, it's okay. Okay.
I
It's okay.
just like I said, like
You just report. You
this
just
is
on
what
the
I
broadcast
review.
through all those news channels. It's okay.
This is what I
Reuters.
review.
I just googled Reuters, international news agency, wholly owned by Thomson Reuters, which is a multinational information conglomerate. It's one of the largest news agencies in the world. The president is in New York, but the editor in chief is in London. It was established in London in 1851,
Yeah.
and Canada acquired it in '08. So here's my thing: they're international. They're not necessarily U.S. based.
No.
Um, Reuters didn't really start getting big, in my opinion, till right after Al Jazeera, after 9/11. We always heard ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN,
Fox,
Fox,
C-SPAN,
Headline News, C-SPAN.
C-SPAN,
MSNBC came late, in my opinion.
Headline News.
Headline News is CNN. That's CNN. Now, CNN
Uh,
was predominantly left, in my opinion. MSNBC is damn sure right.
and then
Actually, they're left.
TNN for like a short while.
MSNBC is definitely, they can't, this whole administration, they've been on Trump ass.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
MSNBC has been on Trump's ass this whole administration. Fox tries to report what happened and then give their opinion afterwards. CNN gives the report, but there's a lot of people. Every news channel has something against the person in charge because they're going to call out what's wrong with it.
Right.
And I do see that a lot. Even ABC, NBC, CBS, they do that all the time. You can tell the good and the bad. That's what I look at and that's what I try to listen to. Not necessarily all the bad. You got to be able to understand both sides. And for the love of God, a bunch of people out there with all their opinions, if your ass was in charge of what they're in charge of, what would you do? Put yourself in a position of power with the influences that you have to maintain and then the pressures against you, as well as the people you have to answer to who are not in your chain of command, but that you are a part of outside the United States.
Yeah.
All of these aspects have to be understood.
Yeah. So mainly what I would check would be ground news and then straight arrow news. That way you can see like which articles lean left, right, center, and you can see like who like majority which side covers it. And then because it'll be about the same topic, but you can see like the biases and stuff.
But you also need a report of what's current before
Yes.
bias. As long as you can report what's current, I'll make my own damn bias.
Yeah,
Now,
like
that's what
I'll read my
tell
local
you
paper.
what happened, and then all their opinions came afterwards.
Yeah, I'll read my local paper.
They do still do that shit. They're going to give you the news report. This is what Stephen A. does. I love this about Stephen A. He'll give you the news report before his opinion. He's going to read the facts to you.
Yeah,
I
same
love the fact that he
same
does
thing with same thing with the comedian. Oh my god.
Eddie Griffin.
No. In London, married. He used to be married to Katy Perry.
Don't know him.
Yeah, you do.
Russell Brand.
Yeah, Russell Brand. because he'll read the
He give his
article.
opinion. He give his opinion with some strong shit. He don't care. You're right.
Yeah, but he'll show the article where he got it from, and he'll read it to you line by line.
Yes, he will
So
do
I
that.
appreciate that from him.
He will do that shit.
So, but yeah, man, like it's, man, this has got to come to an end, man. But I mean, it's just I hate the how media and everybody else on media and social media, like the whole doom and gloom, black pill, like it's
It's
got
not
to
going to
end.
stop. It's not going to stop. They do this every administration. It's not going to stop. I've been seeing this crap, the back and forth of who's who and who's in charge and what they mad about since Clinton and Reagan. Reagan's pretty much the first one I remember paying attention to. Jimmy Carter, the first president I remember. The first person I remember paying attention to was Reagan. They've been on his ass, Reaganomics. Then you had Bushonomics. Then you had Clintonomics. Then you had Bushonomics
So
again. Then you had
okay,
Obamanomics.
so the only thing I can remember, like with Bush Senior, I mean, like he was doing good all the way up to the Iraq War, and then he made that one bad call, and that's what cost him the presidency.
Bush Sr. had a problem because people thought he was too much of an insider. They didn't trust him. But he was former CIA, from my understanding.
But I mean, but overall though, I mean, he was a pretty fair, decent president. But he just made that one bad call in the Iraq War,
Which
and
one?
that's
What was the bad call?
apparently. Oh God, now I got to look it up. So it
Oh,
was like it was like an unnecessary airstrike. But somebody got into his ear, said, "No, we got to do it because they're gonna grow in numbers. We got to eliminate the threat now before it expands." And he listened to that person, and then all of a sudden, just nope.
so Facebook and Twitter comments do not come up.
Uh-oh.
No, you're fine. I just always do a little edit check because
Oh,
which is it connect to all these platforms. That's why Rich don't go over there with these. Because we need them to pop up as well. And they don't show the viewer stats like they used to on this platform, on this one. But I'm good with it.
1992, going into Somalia, that Black Hawk Down.
That wasn't Bush. That was what year was that? What year was that?
That was Clinton, 92.
That was Clinton.
Yeah, so yeah, that hurt Clinton with the NAFTA and then the Somalia dispute. And then after that we had Bush. Then with Bush was like just mainly 9/11 stuff, but we still got 2 terms out of him.
He had to make that move on 9/11. He had to.
Your hand's been forced.
He had to.
Yeah,
Nobody was mad about that shit. He had to. That was the last time I seen Congress go unanimous. 9/11.
And then after that, then then Obama, and then with Libya, I think people still criticize with Libya.
Libya was Reagan.
No, Libya was Obama.
There was one under Obama, but the first one was Reagan. Reagan had a Libya attack as well. Yeah, you gotta go back in the 80s. 86, 87, I believe it was.
Okay.
I was in junior high. I remember that because there was it was Libya. It was Libya.
Okay.
I don't think it was Egypt. That was Libya.
Okay.
Check it when you get a chance. I'll be wrong. Fuck it. Because I was in junior high. I remember it was huge on the news. Everybody was against that war. Everybody was against it.
Okay.
And I think what people got to realize is there's a lot of people against the agendas from way back, regardless of who the president was. Mind you, we just told you what happened with Reagan. We also told you what happened under Clinton. We also told you what happened under Bush. Now we got what happened under Obama. We got what happened under George W. Bush, respectfully. And then we also got what's going on with Trump.
Right.
A lot of these campaigns are pissing people off.
Yeah.
Only because you're losing soldiers and nothing's going on against us directly. We're helping other people. That's the aspect in the public. Even with this campaign right now, they keep saying Iran is a direct threat to the United States. I'm trying to remember when. Now, somebody brought up to me, remember the hostage situation in the 80s?
Yeah, I mean, and apparently, like Iran was a big talk because.
Jojo, you good? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, because like with the.
What did they
Yeah, with the whole thing with Iran, because Clinton talked about it, was like trying to have friendly negotiations with Iran. Uh, Bush Senior, then Bush Junior. Obama made a deal, but apparently it was kind of like a so-so type of deal, but still a deal nonetheless.
Yes.
Um, and then in 2008, like Hillary just was like, "I'm gonna bomb Iran."
I don't remember that.
Oh, I'll find
You
the clip.
showed me. I saw the clip. I saw the clip. I just didn't remember it. I did see the clip. I
Yeah,
don't remember
yeah, 2008. Hillary Clinton was like, "I'm gonna bomb Iran," and so, and then apparently during Kamala, when Kamala Harris was being interviewed on 2020, he's like, "So
Kamala. Kamala. 4 years later, we still going through this bullshit with you. Kamala.
Kamala." Anyway,
Damn.
so when that 2020 interview when he brought up Iran, she said, "Yeah, like Biden said don't, she said don't." So apparently Iran's been kind of like an issue for many decades, but I
I know
just
what I thought was the issue. The direct threat against the United States, my opinion might have been the nuclear weapons that I do believe they have. I don't care what they don't find. I've always thought they had nukes.
because it's always traveling, it's always mobile
Yes.
because
That's the whole point.
it's large landmass. It's always it's en
That's
route
the whole
somewhere.
point. There's so
You may say, "Oh no, it's not here. Look, we look." I'm like, yeah, but it's on the move, underground. You're in their territory. You're in their territory. So
I didn't realize how big Iran was. I did sleep on that fact. Good
Yeah,
God.
Iran's huge, man.
yeah.
All right, we're at 30-minute mark. What we got
All
next? Jojo needs his time before you keep going with these damn politics and
right.
yo.
Okay. All right.
That's
All
what.
right. Okay. The whole the the voting act.
Pisses me off.
Really?
Why not?
Well, I mean,
Break it down. I'll be out. Break it down if you can. Did you read it? Did you look into it?
yeah, I did look into it.
It's pretty much the Civil Rights Act, Civil Rights Voting Act. You now, I'm not even going to lie. I got to look at it all the way through. I already know what it feels like. And what's
Okay.
crazy is I'm seeing people on TikTok, and I will say Caucasian folks. This is no disrespect to white people. I'm going to tell y'all right now. There are Caucasian people pissed, infuriated. And
Yeah,
now a bunch of them are saying that they even realize what black folks have been saying about oppression and things going on against us. Now that some of this stuff is happening to white people, and I will say it like that on purpose, especially white people who didn't think it was going to happen to them, people are starting to see what's going on. People are starting to understand what the fight is. But go ahead with yours because I do want to hear your aspect. I know what it feels like to me, but go ahead and tell me your aspect on it.
Okay. So from what I've read and what I've listened to, you had other black conservatives. They're like saying because, like I said, like Dr. Umar Johnson said it.
Mhm.
April Chapman said it.
You said conservatives.
Black conservatives. They're like saying like
You hear any liberals?
they're all mad about it. But according to
Mhm.
wait, but just hear me out. Hear me out.
I am.
So according to the black conservatives, said yeah, this needed to happen because they felt like their vote was being oppressed. Because if it's just going to keep like where you're just going to have like a black Democrat being their representative and nobody else, it's like they feel like their vote will be suppressed because it's like, what if we don't want to vote Democrat? We want to vote somebody else. We want to vote a different. We want to vote for an alternative, and we can't because it's on lockdown. Like it's straight Democrat only. They
That's
feel
not
now.
true.
Hang on, stay with me now.
Mhm.
Um, with that being removed, now you have more people that could actually vote for who they want. You can still vote Democrat, but more people actually could voice that they could actually vote for who they want. It's not on lock. They felt like it was on lock because it had to be a Democrat, it had to be a Democrat representative, and it had to be black. That's what they're because like I said, like that like the little clips of the articles that I showed you, just that it's just the feedback that they're getting and this is how they're responding and same like how you are, you're vocalizing it and I'm just showing you like, hey, apparently this is a good thing for most black conservatives.
Because they don't have to bet, they don't have to vote just one party, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because they're not because now their vote can actually be utilized because they feel like because it's locked down because April Chapman's in Maryland. It's on lock. Tim Black is in Maryland. It's on lock. Like Democrat votes only because of
No,
the
no, 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 no.
district.
So this is where I got to jump in. I do apologize to you. I'm really trying not to cut you off. When you vote, do you have to vote one party and that's it?
Apparently, in that districts, like they have
Okay,
it on
so
lock.
that's where the problem is.
Yeah,
When you vote, you don't have to pick a political party. When I go vote, I can pick who I want. You can
right.
choose a Democrat ticket or a Republican ticket, or you can
Yeah,
just choose all of them. Period.
Yeah, but
You
yeah,
in
don't
some
have to pick a party.
but in some districts it's on lock and
Yes,
you
that's
can't.
why I understand.
So
Okay, so
so
now it's
now
good that
so
you could
now
vote who you want to, not just one party entirely.
right now they feel like yes, now their vote feels valid. Now their vote could actually be utilized because they felt that was on lock. Like I said, like I said, Tim Black said it. Dr. Umar Johnson said it. A lot of other black people said it. Oh, Umar Johnson's like liberal,
Yes, he is.
and he even said like, hey, because he was like saying like, look at the alternative. He goes, we've been voting Democrat for 30 some years and nothing got done. We need to try something else.
Well, the kicker is when you vote, you don't have to pick one political party. You can pick out a side.
I know, but a lot
In
of times,
some district, you just said in some districts they're not allowed that. That's what the
yeah,
problem is.
yeah,
When I vote, you almost get a choice. You want a Democratic ticket, Republican ticket, or you just want to open. You're
yeah,
supposed to be open regardless.
yeah. So like when I got
I've
my driver's,
seen that happen before, so I know
yeah,
what
because
you're
like
saying.
because like yeah, like 2020, like when I was going to vote for Tulsi Gabbard when she was a Democrat, they
Mhm.
said I had to register as a Democrat in order to vote for like Super
That's
Tuesday.
easy.
Yeah, they said I had to register as a Democrat to vote for Tulsi Gabbard. I kept no. I was like I'm an independent. I'm independent. But then I had to register just in order to vote for Tulsi Gabbard during 2020 or 2019, 2020 on the Super Tuesday. But then when I got my driver's license changed and everything, then when I registered, I just put independent, and so now I get now I get text messages from both sides. I'm like, oh hell.
I've been getting emails from both sides since the 2020 election.
So yeah, so during the
Actually, since 2019, they've been coming rampant. I
yeah,
got so many emails from both political sides, which now, and I said this before, now I understand what the politicians go through. I'm not going to bother them. This is ridiculous.
hmm
It is absolutely ridiculous. So my thing is, it looked to me like they did some type of suppression on the vote. If all you did was, and I'm gonna have to read it because I didn't have the news on. I had to take a mental break. I really did.
same.
I had to take a mental break.
yeah.
Everything was the war. Everything was the war, which I'll be honest, I'm tired of hearing.
No, we all are.
I'm tired of hearing. Who's
We
going
got a lot of fatigue on a lot of that stuff.
yes, and I had to take a bit of a mental break, but I got to look this damn thing over because the outrage is telling me there's some suppression going on, and the Voting Rights Act was pretty much primarily opening voting up to so many people, and them overturning it is the underlying of what they did. Now it's only certain people can vote. From what I remember hearing, there was a double ID standard in some places. And remember, me and you talked about there's some places that don't have they're not required identification to vote.
New York, California, Chicago, or Illinois,
That's
and
crazy to me.
a
Yeah,
couple other blue states. Yeah, no ID required.
So, Joe, you got to verify that because I've only lived in two states for the past couple years that I voted. Both of them states require identification to vote. Jojo, in your state, are you required? Yes or no?
no,
That's crazy. That is crazy.
no. There was a level of There's a level of You go, they ask for your name or your address or whatnot. Sometimes not even,
That's nuts.
depending on where you're going. Some people ask for your ID. I don't know where it happened. I don't know if it was during COVID or what, but they just stopped.
That is nuts. How
Because
the
I
hell you
know
vote with no identification? What
I was
kind of
able
shit?
to vote in '08. So I know they asked me for ID there.
Yeah, and
2016, they asked for ID. When
yeah,
2020 came, they said, yo, no, you're good. Just fill this, put your name, put this. That's it.
yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Then 2024 came, you have to vote. And you give them the ID. Oh no, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Just see if you find your name and your thing here.
That shit's
Yeah,
Print it
and
out.
and then the one guy that Stephen A. Smith interviewed, and it blew Stephen A. Smith away. He was like, "Wait, what?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "So apparently 2 years ago, Governor Gavin Newsom of California banned IDs at the voting booth. And I looked it up and I pulled it up. Newsweek, Rutgers, all like 6 different articles all said the same thing. Gavin Newsom
Ruled
banned vote.
on Wednesday to significantly narrow a key provision of the 1965 law, deciding that there must be evidence or at least a strong interference of discriminatory intent in the drawing of legislative lines to prove that a map unfairly discriminates against minority voters. Now we're getting somewhere. So this is against redlining.
Yeah.
So now that being removed, now everybody has a 50-50.
But wait, and let me cut you off as I'm reading it. What they're saying is they just made redlining legal. You just got to prove that what they're doing is illegal. That's fucked up. If you got to prove, let me say it again. The ruling 63 on Wednesday to significantly narrow a key provision of the 1965 law, deciding that there must be evidence or at least a strong interference of discriminatory intent in the drawing of legislative lines to prove that a map unfairly discriminates against minority voters. Brian, have you ever heard of redlining, honestly?
No.
Okay. Redlining is when you set up a district to where a specific candidate is going to win, regardless of who the hell lives there. Some places, majority Republican, majority white, majority conservative, majority liberal, all that. Now you got to prove that the reason you're doing that is illegal. Now, what they do with votes, registered voters, you will draw your lines to have more registered voters than unregistered voters. Let's just put this mentality in your head. You can set up the district the way that you want to. You got to prove, the people have to prove, or anybody accusing you has to prove that you're doing it illegally. That's a fight for your ass. That's what's pissing everybody off. They just legalized redlining, which is the same thing they did previously when they were redlining districts to get rid of black folks in strong black towns. If you're unfamiliar with redlining, look into that. Then you'll see what the problem is.
Okay, but then so like when you look at the redistricting lines, wouldn't it be easier to just read it if it's like a square blocks or whatever versus having like odd shaped design?
That's the problem. They're odd shaping it based on who's going to vote in their favor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that should be fine. It should be like a 50-50 split. Like Virginia.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Virginia, that was a 50-50 split, but now they want to have it to where it's like 10-1, like pro Democrat.
Virginia's rid as a motherfucker.
I know, but when they said it's 6-5, that's pretty much 50-50.
I said 63 vote on the decision. What they did was pretty much legalize redlining.
I know, but I'm just saying, like in Virginia with the whole redistricting and everything, instead of having a 6-5 where you have 6 Democrat, 5 Republican, that's pretty much like a 50-50 split. But now they want to have it to where Democrats are like a favored, like by popular vote, make it 10-1.
And that'll probably happen by the populated cities in Virginia.
No, but I mean 10-1, like 1 representation of Republican versus 9 Democrat.
You got states like that in reverse.
Yeah, but I know, but I'm just saying, like,
let me ask you a question. In your state, which party is the most powerful?
In the metropolitan cities, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, El Paso, and Austin, they're all Democrat.
Everything else is red, correct?
Yes.
The majority of states red.
Corpus Christi is purple.
What the hell is purple?
Huh?
What's purple?
Corpus Christi.
What color does purple represent? It's not Democrat or Republican. What color does it represent?
It's a swing. It's a swing town. It could go Republican or Democrat.
Purple is. I got you.
It can go Republican or Democrat.
Good. Okay. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is funny because like Brownsville is pro-Republican, which is a heavy Hispanic population. They're pro-Republican.
That's a party town. That's your spring break spot.
No, that's a Padre Island, South Padre Island, Corpus Christi, and Galveston.
Used to be damn Corpus Christi and Brownsville, didn't it?
Well, Corpus Christi, yeah. Corpus Christi was the destination because like spring break and then Girls Gone Wild and all that. Yeah. Oh man, 2000. Whoo, memories.
90s.
Memories in 2000. Spring break 2000. Anyway, but yeah. So yeah, but like the surrounding cities are all red. But that's why like when if you look at it, like when you look at every presidential election, you'll see it go blue, then it'll go purple, and then like later at the end it'll go red because all the other counties are. But at first you'll see Texas go blue for a good minute. You'll see Texas all blue.
The major cities in most places are blue. The
Yeah.
major cities.
Yeah.
Virginia has the Hampton Roads area. I want to say it's
Oh
probably the bluest.
Oh shit! Speaking of which, it was like the Texas
You got
runoff.
Hampton Roads, the north part of Virginia, probably Richmond that are blue. Everything else is probably red in Virginia. Jojo, do you disagree with what I said earlier about the decision?
No.
When you read it, what was your interpretation? Would be what I would ask you.
It's a little. I get what they're doing.
For votes, yeah, but it's still damn biased as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's biased as hell.
That's the problem. It's biased on. Yeah, it's biased on both, and depending on where you at. Yeah. But it's biased overall.
And like Brian says, just keep it straight by the district.
Yeah.
Just spread it out evenly.
You're right.
Yeah.
The money,
Yeah,
comes in.
Yeah.
Have a 50-50 split. Yeah. I mean, but yeah, I mean, because now like everybody can vote for whoever they want, not just have it like, oh no, because you live in this district, it's going to be Democrat automatically, or
You can still
whatever.
vote for who you want, regardless of where you
Yeah.
live.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in a highly Republican town, and I vote Democrat. Highly Republican town.
It's just.
I'm in a highly Republican
biased
state
as hell, though. Yeah.
that's
Can you
turning
really
me.
gonna go vote?
Georgia's a swing state. Georgia's a swing state.
Let me know.
Okay.
I'm not even being funny. Let me know. I don't know too many southern states that are blue.
Nah.
I'm being straight up. I really don't. I'm still here.
It's just that one time they did like. No. It's just that they had the switch. There was Republican, I think it was. They had the Democrat. They switched over to Democrat. Then it was Republican again.
Okay, so for Georgia,
So what you
Biden barely got by with the skin of his teeth.
Yeah.
49.5% to Trump 49.2%.
It was close. Keep going back. Keep going back in time with it. I think it's been majority red most of the time.
And then for the Senate in 2020,
Still in the same damn year.
Hang on, no, I'm just saying like in 2020, pretty much Democrats got the upper hand. Like you had Ossoff with 50.6%. Warnock got 51%.
Yeah.
So yeah, like on the runoff, but Warnock and mostly, yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, so basically, yeah, because Georgia went all Democrat in 2020.
Previous to that,
okay,
you go back, and I'm being serious. Not just the recent ones. Historically,
in 2026 or 2016, it went Trump hands down.
Yep.
Damn, 16-0. Like all for Trump in all aspects.
What year was this?
2016.
Yeah, they was
and then 2012, 2012 that was all Obama right there. That was the Obama show. So in Georgia, yeah. So
globally, it was the Obama show because people around the globe was celebrating Obama winning. That was a.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Yeah. So. Wow. So yeah, I mean, but Georgia is pretty much like considered a swing state, but South Carolina now, like everybody fleeing other states like New York, New Jersey, and California, they're heading to South Carolina now.
South Carolina is gaining in population on the coastline.
Yeah, so they're joining South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, and Texas.
That state's going to come up, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
Nancy Mace is running for governor for South Carolina.
South Carolina wants a change. I just don't know if it's going to happen. I had to talk to some folks in the state. I know a couple people up there. I got to holler at them about it.
Yeah,
But,
because as far as I know, for the governor race, I don't know who on the Democrat side is running for governor of South Carolina, but Nancy Mace is running.
I don't know none of them. I have been seeing that name. We got 10 minutes left. Anything else?
Nancy Mace is like, take no prisoners. She's straight up, no bullshit.
JoJo's supposed to see. We keep fucking up now letting JoJo.
Okay,
talk.
sorry, man.
JoJo,
What?
you want to talk about, bro? We got 10 minutes. Go. My bad.
I don't know what you want to talk about, man.
Say what?
I don't know.
How you don't know you want to come up here? I'm on your ass.
I don't know, man. All right, I'll just talk about something real quick.
Pause.
California.
Brian,
Chad Bianco, California.
Politics all damn night. I try to stop at a 30-minute point.
David Benavidez moved up weight yesterday to fight Zerto Ramirez.
Go. My bad on the delay.
For the Cinco de Mayo. For the Cinco de Mayo weekend. He fought for the cruiserweight for Zerto's cruiserweight title. This guy was a super middleweight, moved up to light heavyweight, and then moved to cruiserweight. And Zerto Ramirez has like 40. He's like, what, 40-something and 2? No, 40-something and 1. The guy has as many knockouts as David Benavidez had fights, pro fights.
Word.
Guy had 30 knockouts. Benavidez only had 31 fights. 31 pro fights. This dude, David Benavidez, went out there and had a show of a performance, brother. Zerto Ramirez only got knocked down once in his whole career. This dude Benavidez dropped him twice. Had this man get on one knee twice. The second time he got on his knee.
Pause.
Was
keep going.
Okay, busting him up. Crazy combinations. Oh, come on, man. And so it was a hell of a performance, man. So he managed to get the cruiserweight title, which Canelo Alvarez was trying to get some years back, but couldn't get that high up because he tried to fight, who was it? Dimitri Bivol, and lost. So he wasn't able to get that light heavyweight title. If he would have got the light heavyweight title, he could have moved up to cruiserweight.
Has Canelo and Triple G retired yet?
Canelo's still fighting.
Okay.
Triple G is on borderline because he hasn't really fought in a minute. He's still there, but he hasn't retired. Canelo has a fight coming up this year against a cat by the name of Christian Mbili out of France.
Word.
It's an African dude. This guy is an African Frenchman. This guy is a monster. Probably one of the best super middleweight fights you'll probably get this year. And Billy's like, yo, just punch the gas. I'm gonna wreck you with body shots. You're gonna be coughing and pissing up blood probably by the end of the fight.
Easy.
type of madness. This dude is no nonsense. So I'm looking forward to that fight. But shout out to David Benavidez, man. Also on the UFC card, the Brazilian Carlos Prates beat up the Australian Jack Della Maddalena, and Jack Della Maddalena's home of Perth, Australia. Home field advantage, man. This dude got pieced up bad, yo. Bad. If you go to watch the highlights of it, it's probably one of the worst beatings of a former champion I've probably seen in a minute. But yeah, that was it. In a few weeks, we got that card on MVP Promotions, that Gina Carano Ronda Rousey card fight. That's coming up. Yeah, in like 2 weeks. That's wild. And that's it, yo. Other than that, they're trying to get some situation done out here with proof of purchase on your bus rides. if you're getting on the MTA out here, bus and train, as mainly the buses, because a lot of people just get on the bus and don't pay at all because of that stupid OMNY thing where you got to scan your card, you scan your credit debit card, or you buy the card, you put money on it, whatever. So since people just walk on the bus, literally just walk on the bus without paying, they don't give a damn.
Dude, how they getting away with that shit?
Yo, like I'm telling you, COVID happened, and then everybody just freely just walks on the bus. That shit is
It
crazy.
is crazy. You couldn't do that back in the day. You wasn't getting
No,
on.
and they don't get stopped. The only people that get stopped is probably if you get on the 41 or the 10 bus, because you always have the MTA police.
That's bananas.
But other than that, if you don't see the MTA police over there, yo, you just walking right on the bus.
That's bananas.
Yo, that's millions of dollars gone. Yo, it is the craziest.
Wait. Hey, JoJo, fucking New Yorkers.
For real. Yo, every time I go in to pull out my car to go pay, I swear to God, there's like at least 5 or more people that are looking at me like I'm fucking out.
You used to be able to get on the bus without dropping your token, that little thing in the middle. He had to click, hit that bad boy every now and then.
Word.
You can't get on the train without having to go to turnstile like the Warriors and shit.
You should see when people still try to put change in there, bro. They come up with a handful, $2.90 and quarters, nickels, and dimes.
They had a token. Yeah. It had like a little gold thing on the middle sometimes, or it would have a hole.
Yeah.
You could not get on that motherfucker without that token.
I missed the tokens for real.
Shit in London, man. You had like a Q card, like a little like the Oyster card is what they call it. And the only way you can reload it up is like you got to pay however much. And man, dude, like the doors in order to get onto the train, man, it's like fucking barnyard doors. Like you ain't getting in order. Like that that green check's got to show in order for passage.
In order for your ass to get in, exactly. Gentlemen, we're gonna wrap this up. I want to appreciate y'all for being here.
Hold on. So now, if you don't pay and they catch you and you don't have proof that you paid, it's a fine of $100.
They're gonna pay that fine if you catch them.
If you do,
they come out cheaper with fine and paying for it. Fucking New Yorkers. Fellas, I appreciate y'all being here. Ted's busy. Ted got real world issues going on. So shout out to Ted. Yeah. Extreme Sprinkler on X/Twitter. There's Brian over here. He on Snapchat. Y'all find him. JoJo's over there. Super Syllable Sportscaster. Professor Pronunciation. Mr. B 1986. New Year's Same B on X/Twitter. JoJo, I appreciate you. Yeah. Both of these jokers also on Rumble, but they don't ever use it. I'm the only one that does. I can't find nobody. They don't show up unless I'm around there. When I broadcast, they don't pop up. I'm on the answers. But you know what? We still do. Dan Brian and his politics. JoJo knows all things about combat sports. Follow him. Get up with him. Message him. Ask him what's going on. He will give you the answer. He will even broadcast if you want him to break it down the way you'd want him to, because people are looking for you, JoJo, to do your sportscast. They love it. They love it. They love it. They love it. My thing to them is when he was doing it, where the hell were y'all? Because I was right there.
Me too.
I was right there. None of you bastards, y'all ain't shit. We're going to keep doing this, though. International live streamers, we up in here. I'm dropping down. Look for us during the week. Brian, give us your schedule. Me and JoJo are going to be available. We know what Ted got going on. I don't expect Ted before next Saturday. I don't. Prayers to the family. Brian, prayers to yours as well. We don't forget. JoJo, you just need prayer, and so do I. So we out of here. I'm going to throw this over on TikTok. I'm going to holler at y'all later, all right? Peace.
Our friends in California, vote Chad Bianco.
Give him the ending, damn
it. From the Gulf Coast and the East Coast, we're out, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye. Chad Bianco, California, baby.
Vote
Chad Bianco. Chad Bianco.